When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Iowa's offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Pulls it in. It's Gill. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hawkeye! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Gets away from one. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
A little screen to the running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Fires to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Now adjusting. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
A run for the quarterback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Sullivan. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. Smashes through the tackle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got him in the flat. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Open runway ahead. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
He's back to throw on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down now after the sack. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He wants it all. And it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Tight end finds a soft spot. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Wiggles free. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes it from the gun on third down. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Coming after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He wants to pass it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The aerial assault continues. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Setting up the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here puts the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game.
Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Ted.
Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And they get the sack just like that.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see
he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Direct snap. He breaks a tackle.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 10. Can anyone catch him? No, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He's got his man at the 45 on his way. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots.
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work his way down to the 28. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Looking to go up top on first down. Slips over. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's strong. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Rutgers.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Iowa.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's not a second missed field goal for him, and this one hurts because if he makes that, obviously, his team takes the lead.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great.
Touchdown, Rutgers! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Sullivan. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Yeah, right. If you know Rhys Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Rhys Davis. This has been another